Good morning, chat. My name is Penbu, the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux, and today we are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, but with a bit of a twist. No narrator to make it a little bit more spooky. Welcome in, everyone. 5-9, welcome in. Once again, apologies for apologies for being late. Even if I give myself more time, Scuff seems to find its way in. But we're here now, and I've actually never booted this game myself. I've seen this game played a lot, so I know what's going on, but I've never actually played it myself. So we'll see where this goes. Yeah. So no narrator today. I guess I have to click that down. Oh, no, actually confirm. Okay. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? I'm gonna say no. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Oh, that's probably good for me. Please enter the current time. Well, it's a little bit of a spoiler. I know this doesn't actually do anything. But we'll put in the current time as 49. As you can see at the bottom right corner of your screen here. Note, accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. The loading bar is behind me. Okay, so before we do anything, for those of you who don't know that there is an achievement to be made here, we have to go through all of these and toggle every single setting. And we have to do that very carefully for it to actually register. So we're going to start off with this. And I actually don't remember what it was. Was it 70? It was 70 to begin with. And part of the reason why we're here is because we're going to turn off the narrator as well. Some of the sliders are behind non-slider options, as I've discovered. Yes. Go ahead and do that. Like this. That was a medium to begin with. Just gotta remember this is on 80. We're actually going to turn that off, once again, because we are going to have no narrator. We can't have that. I wonder how people find these achievements. Because this is not something that you would normally do. We're at 80. Well, on Steam you can just view the list. Oh, okay, so it's not hidden by default then. The developer has the option to hide the details until it's unlocked, but in this case they did not. Okay. Yeah, and I know they implemented an achievement system for the Switch specifically, because this is on the Switch, just so that we can have these achievements too. It's gonna take a while. I can't go too fast either, because otherwise it won't register. Well, anyway. Hope you're all prepared to stick around for a little bit. Yeah, several games with some degree of self-awareness have had to do that. Yeah. How many options are here? Should have gone to the left first, so that I don't have to think about how far back we were. Was this at 40 earlier? Maybe. And this won't be the first. This won't be the last time we're going to play this game either, because for those of you who've seen gameplay before, there is a bit of a mini game inside this game, and I don't know what happens afterwards, or if anything happens at all. But it tells you to play the game for 4 hours, and I don't think I've seen anyone else stream that, or at least any of the other VTubers stream that. So we're going to do that at some point, and it might take more than 4 hours because it absolutely, I don't expect to not mess up. With our 500 ticks here. A little bit more than 500 apparently. Okay, if I recall correctly, this was at 40 to begin with. So we're gonna go all the way back to the start. And tick until we get to 40. I think it's off by default. Yeah, I'm not. So the this one is off by default, yes. But I was trying to remember where it was to start off for that specific slider. I realize I'm actually probably going to be blocking the achievement pop-up, so that's okay. My condolences. On PC, the arrow keys don't start skipping instruments, presumably because you can use the mouse for course adjustment. Yeah. This was at... I actually don't remember. 70 is probably fine. Turn that off. I don't know. Would I want this? I'm not sure. No, there's more. Okay. This is only one page, too. Translation label background of PC, which is not something we're gonna need because I'm not gonna have translations. I wonder if we should leave this for later. Okay, I don't remember if this was off. I think this was off because it's accessibility. Player data, I don't think we need to touch those. But we will want to turn off subtitles. And I think we actually want that, okay. Now go through every one of these and we turn the narrator down completely off. I don't think there's a whole lot in the controls, probably. We'll see.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
And that is the last time you'll hear it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
All right, we'll leave that off. The music in this game is pretty good. I actually bought the soundtrack. Chat, welcome in. We're playing a game. Yes, we are. And if you've never seen this game before, there's an achievement for toggling every single every single state on every single slider and stuff. So we're currently trying to do that first. Yeah, hope you're doing well though. Enjoying the wonder. Yeah, it's a little bit slow. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Settings world champion. I guess we don't need to go through the controls anymore. That's good. Okay. So simplify controls. I don't think we need. Yeah, I don't think we need that. I don't see. There's no point in that. Yeah, we have the narrator off, and then we also have our subtitles off, and so we should have no interaction from the narrator at all. And then I think we can go back. Okay. So in terms of achievements, chest achievement, please ignore. Get first achievement, beat the game. Welcome back, can't jump. And all this stuff here. Super go outside. Yeah, the original game had a, I think it was don't open Stanley Parable for, was it 5 years or something? And this one has it for 10 years. Okay, I think that is everything. We can hop in now. I know enough about this game to know a lot of the endings, so we'll, I don't know how that's going to affect my gameplay, but we'll see. I got most of the HD remix endings back when it was semi-new. Okay. What? Only got through 2 to 3 new endings yesterday. Now I was thinking of I was thinking of maybe doing like a breadth first search through all the endings, but I figured that might not actually be interesting to watch. And I think normally the the narrator would be saying stuff here, right? I'm sorry, I meant depth first search, not breadth first. Depth first would probably be more effective, or easier rather to manage. So as far as we've gathered here without the narrator, we're in this room here, and there's nobody else in the office. Okay. I have to get used to the controls a little bit. Maybe I do actually want that, I do want that reticule or whatever it was. Why explore when you just shut yourself into the room? This is actually an ending. One that a lot of people don't end up exploring. Yeah, I actually have no idea how the stream is going to go. Maybe it's going to be boring, maybe not. It'll all depend on how well I commentate here, and we all know I'm not very good at that. Gotta wait for that dialogue to finish. Didn't realize it was this long. Can't get out. We've locked ourselves in the room. GG. If only there was a skip button. Is there? Oh, actually, no, you're right. That is actually a game point. Never mind. Of course there isn't. Which one was it that had the special achievement for the doors? Okay, hold on. I think I need to get, I am not used to these kinds of inputs. This one. And I think it was at 80%. Alright, it's right there in the middle. Yeah, I clearly... I mean, you can't really... I don't think you can see it too well on screen, but... I don't play 3D games. And I'm getting used to the control schemes here, using both sticks. All right, where to go first? Is that? Oh, the interface is that. That looks like that's almost like Windows 3. Control and first person also have never been a good mix. Yeah. That, well, hold on. That's also a floppy drive. A wider one too. 5-inch. I never actually tried because you can actually connect a mouse and keyboard to the Switch dock, and some games will actually let you use that. I didn't bother checking to see if this would. Actually, hold on. Let me try that. Because I do have my mouse here. And the mouse is USB, as any modern mouse should be. Oh, don't do that. I do not expect this to work. But you never know, it might be. Because I know, what was it? It was... Of all games, it was, Untitled Goose Game that actually, lets you use a keyboard connected to your Switch. Okay, the mouse is plugged in, and it is lighting up, but, no movement at all. Not unexpected. I actually don't know what the PC controls for this are, so I could actually plug in my keyboard too. Not in game where keyboard is a good idea. Okay, I'll try plugging in the keyboard and see where we get. It's plugged in. I'm going to assume WASD or arrow keys. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, worth a shot. Alright, put that back. And then we can resume with the controller. I know there are some keyboard like controllers out there. Some of the higher level Tetris players use it. I don't remember what this is. I know there is something here, and uh, you gotta do that in a certain order. Anyway. I hate Mondays. The regular Garfield there, aren't you? Memory serves, that's the multi-run guy. Yeah, I think it is. Was it 416 that had the door? Anyway, we're gonna go to the right. Alright, hang out in the lounge here. Normally there'd be a whole ton of dialogue, but we have none of that today. We just admire the lounge. Have it all to ourselves. Oh, I gotta check my notes. There was a certain order I wanted to do this in. And I forgot to look it up before stream. If I remember where that is. Oh, we're going to places where we shouldn't be. If a narrator speaks and his volume is set to 0, does he make a sound? That's a good question. Probably in his own mind. Okay. Doors just magically appearing, opening out of nowhere. Kind of suspicious. We're in a room full of locked doors and we can't get out. How do we even get in here? Do I need a wider field of view? Oh, okay. And we have a spoiler. Nice. And we can't get out either. We can't jump. Not here. Have to grab the jump ability later. But yeah, we're stuck now again. GG. We got somebody who's fired over there. Alright, let's try another ending here. Hope the volume's okay, by the way. There's not a lot to listen to. Oh. Oh. Oh, more doors. Okay, hold on. I think I need to see more. Because this is a little bit too narrow. Wanna climb onto this? Nope. Alright. Well, thank you, whoever opened the doors. We can go places now, I guess. And out this way. Where are we? I don't remember that bit, actually. Surely somebody's gone and mapped this out. All right. And now we're stuck with no doors. It's out. Well, I guess can't do anything but sit here. We can wait until, oh, actually, door's open. When did that happen? I'm back. I don't remember this room. On dead end. And we have somehow managed to get into an unfinished portion or a completely separate dimension or something. We win. All right, we'll do it. Congrats, game over. I guess we can end the stream. I don't know what I did. I feel like I need a Switch controller, something that doesn't have sticks. Which I do actually have one. Just need to connect it. One moment. We're gonna, before we explore the adventure line, I'm gonna switch controllers here. Gonna hide the source. Yeah, it doesn't have sticks. It has the a D-pad instead, and it masquerades as a stick. Okay, interesting. Apparently I don't have a transition for this one. I'm not gonna bother fixing that. I'll fix that for next time. Okay. So to do that, I need to go to the settings, controller settings, and go ahead and sync this. Can't remember if I need to connect it with a USB or not. I don't think so. I might. If it doesn't see it, I have to let it know that it's there. All right, we are hard wiring this so that it sees it. And if this doesn't work, then I'll just have to put up with it. I might have to turn off the Bluetooth on my computer because otherwise I might be picking it up first. Yeah, but the 8-bit do Lite, the first version, does not have sticks. Okay, we're gonna turn off Bluetooth here. System CTL disable Bluetooth. No, stop Bluetooth. Okay, should turn off Bluetooth for now, which means should be able to. Come on. I've done this before. You're supposed to just be able to plug it into the dock with USB and it'll connect. Okay, it's fine. We'll just have to put up with it. And back this goes. Ah, it is the wrong way. Oh wait, whatever. So now we have the Stanley Parable Adventure line. It seems somebody has defaced the office with this. But in the absence of anything else to guide us, we may as well follow it. Up. Now, I don't know how we're supposed to follow it through the walls, but we don't strictly have to. What's up there? And over here, and then we have the whiteboard. Ooh. Adventurous. Oh, we're straying from the path. We've got to follow the line. Annual reviews, consolidation reports, and department accounts and personnel files. Corporate imbalances, monthly ledgers, financial stuff. Well, there's something weird about this one. Maybe not. Budget analysis. Now, surely that fern is going to be important. We're going to go ahead and follow the line. Now we're back here. Or led to another spoiler. The same one, I guess. Still got that guy fired. Alright, well the line is still there, so we're going to continue following it anyway. And... alright. Don't. Sure. Mysterious door number 1. Like those parking garages. I just turn, turn, turn. The line's back. And the line went up there, and I don't think we can follow that. Can't jump, can't climb. Guess we continue here. What is this room? Bunch of files. Okay. So I don't need to be turning or anything. If we do this fast enough, are we gonna get we're gonna make a tornado? A vortex? Vortex, I think is the word I'm looking for. If I hold the controls in a certain way, I should be able to go in a circle without changing my... Oh, I guess we can go here. The confusion ending. A little chair there. Deviate from the maintenance room, end up in monitor room. Narrator restarts the game. First restart, discover the 2 doors. Room now has many additional doors. Aimless wandering. Narrator restarts the game. Second restart. Office is now dead end. Turn around, find another dead end. End up in another building. Narrator restarts the game. Third restart. Adventure line. Nonsense. Philosophy and music. Return to the office. Return to the monitor room. Fourth restart. Adventure into unexplored territory. Find the line again. And find the confusion ending schedule. Narrator restarts the game. Fifth restart. Narrator forgets about previous restarts. We've been playing it for 18 hours. Stanley attempts to play the story, but is prevented and unable to go or do anything. The game restarts on its own. Sixth restart, find the line again. Begin following the line, find an identical replica of the office that is beginning to deteriorate. Attempts to make up a story here. Narrator restarts. Seventh restart, there's no longer an office, simply black space. Wander in the blackness, find a bookstore, get bored, leave. Narrator restarts the game, and eighth restart, narrator is gone. After a long time, Stanley dies. I guess we're going to die. Oh, they actually have controller rumble. Nice. Can we get out? If there's gonna be an earthquake or something, at least follow through with it. Well, the timer's stopped. Oh, there it is. And then we forget about all the other restarts. But the narrator does anyway. And there's no more line. Oh, there's another one. There's one here. There's another one here. I think we might actually have to do this in order. Oh no, this one we have to do in order. Other ones I'm not so sure about. Okay, I guess we can't go back that way. We got a boardroom here. We have meeting rooms, floor 4XX. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. We got a whole manager for the whiteboard. Weekly targets. Termination Tuesdays. Whoa. Boss's inspection. Ideas. What to do about 632? I don't actually remember what our number is, but I think 632 might be the one that's that keeps getting brought up. Not efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize papers. Fire paper guy. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agendas and reflect. And we have employees. Gonna wear out the bulb wherever that is. Where's the projector? It's up there. What are your dreams for the future? All this stuff. Synergize core value expenditures. Tips for not getting fired: talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time every day. And no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Tips for not getting fired: don't get fired. That is certainly one of them. Quarterly pie charts profits. Monetize free to play. I'm sure some games are happy to do that. We got the broom closet. We're gonna hole ourselves up in here for a while. Was it Charlie? I think his name was Charlie. We got the broom closet ending. Alright, we're gonna get out of here. It's, admittedly, that one's not quite as interesting without the narrator. I don't think I've ever noticed there was a door here. Then we can't go in anyway. Executive bathroom. Let's say Belouge. I've got to say something else. The boss knows Belouse? Whatever. The boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Oh, because. Yeah, okay. Because the boss knows, yes. I'm reading. Do we not have a reflection? We can go back. Presumably that's the boss's PC. We can go in there. We can go in there. Elevator to who knows where. Stereo effects even. Wonder if I should compose some music, some elevator music, because it would be. I guess it would be nice for BGM. Could be. kind of odd to have arrows here. Normally you'd have normally you'd have numbers. Piano. I don't want to ever try to play this. Can't play it. Too bad. Okay, can I? Man, that's kind of annoying. Oh, I got another achievement. I don't remember what the actual thing is, but we'll explore in the meantime. It doesn't actually matter. It'll open the door anyway. Got a phone here. A rotary phone too. Yeah, rotary phones, the way they work, the way they dial is actually different from the way phones dial nowadays, because phones dial through specific tones now. It's called dial tone frequency mapping or something, DTFM. Whereas rotary phones dialed with pulses. And so every... Okay. So every time you rotate the dial, and it comes back, it would produce a tick, and number of ticks would tell you what number, it would tell the system what number you dialed. Missing something? I can hardly see. I mean, I guess that's the point, isn't it? Only we could jump. Secret facility in the boss's office. Why did I do that? We're gonna have to wait again. We don't even get interesting dialogue because we don't have the narrator. You don't know the half of it. Wait a minute. Does this disable it? Oh, I forget about that. Surely not, right? I'll go back down. I feel like I'm a little bit lost. But we are in the boss's office. When you're stuck without anyone to tell you what to do, you just do stuff. There we go. Got my mom to play this once and she got the default ending twice in a row. Interesting. I mean, the default ending is pretty long way to get to. So I can see it happening where you forget the path and accidentally do it again. But That said, the narrator does lead you to it. So it's got to be at some point you don't listen to the narrator. But also, very early in the game, um, you do get that second chance. Well, that did say escape, so we may as well try to escape. Do we jump? I guess we jump. Controller rumble. Oh, we can't jump. Kind of stuck here. So we can't escape out of the escape. I think we might be done for. I wonder actually, so there is a way to to jump in places where you shouldn't be able to. And if we do end up unlocking that, I will absolutely be doing that. Well, goodbye. Or not. But yeah, I wonder if you're gonna be able to jump out of this. Trap door? It's on this side. Which boxes? Wonder if you'd be able to jump over that. The Stanley Parable. Yes, indeed, that's what the game is called. And bright room. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in good time. And these are the two doors we had there. Two doors. So the two open doors is the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room is created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of contradiction this room posed. Now this is the office. Stanley's computer. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. Past Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development through the core layout, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Yeah, so this game has gone through two iterations now, I think, right? Because the original was Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2? It has some sort of Half-Life mod, and then they turned it into an actual game. And then now we have Ultra Deluxe. Oh, buttons, we haven't seen these yet. I think it was wrong last time I mentioned it might be Portal 2. Yeah, it could be actually. That sounds some sort of Valve game. Whichever one it was. Filing cabinets. Office computers, solitaire. Wonder if we should play that at some point. Employee database. Klondike isn't all that interesting, though, actually. Free Cell's a lot better. Yeah, our credits here. Developed by Crows. Kevin writing as the narrator, which we don't get to hear today. Thanks for your work, though. Based on work of the Stanley Parable 2013 team. This game's over 10 years old. Boss's office. Office clock. Freedom ending. Ah, there's a spoiler. Siddhartha Barnhorn from the Antechamber. I don't think those words mean anything to me. Countdown desk. The countdown ending, which is also another spoiler. And the freedom ending, as it exists in the beta. We have the monitor room elevator. Also, for a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, freedom above and countdown below. We banned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down. Place the two endings together instead. I was listed as a composer. Oh, okay, this is a person. The countdown room. And the game design lockup. Stanley's office from left to right. The evolution of Stanley's office over time. This first was created in November 2011, second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. That's he's gotten a little bit bigger and more fleshed out. Or maybe not bigger, just more fleshed out. We have the office. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to apartment ending, the timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Oh, okay, I think I know what this one is. Not picking up the phone will lead to a different ending. Antechamber is another first-person puzzle game where the weirdness from the confusing ending is the main thing. Okay. I might have to look that up sometime. Cargo lifts. So all this stuff means something to me because I've seen gameplay before. Are any of you here seeing all this stuff for the first time in the meeting room? I don't think this is necessarily a good experience for the first time, but I'm not saying that you should leave or anything. What do we have here? So the one option, two options, events. Oh yeah, there is events. Flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right since players will replay them many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out, which would have been the one option. Those are the two options. No, I think it was option one, wasn't it? No, I've already gone here. Down here that I think we haven't gone yet. All the money. Fun. Warzone. In early development, as we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting that to build that it was far too joking on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Interesting. It does seem a little bit too much action, but I don't know. Maybe it could have been good. Photocopier here. The maintenance room. We already visited the maintenance room. Oh, we're back here. Was there any other parts that we didn't explore? There was another part. But I am a little bit lost. We got the lounge here. Interrogation room, narrator outtakes. Which, because we don't hear the narrator, we don't actually get to hear.
Stanley stood on
Oh, we do.
Stanley pushed the big red button.
Interesting.
And finally, he pushed the number 6. Let's see.
I don't know, there was the, was it up here? It was up here. No, you can't actually enter this. Never mind. I may have missed the part. I'm not sure. Anything in here? No, I guess we can just turn the game off now. Alright, that's it. Stream's over. Once again, we are back with no way out. No trapdoor for us this time. Alright, well, that was a good ending. Well, we shall move on. I don't remember which chair it was they had to get on for this one. Try that again some other time, I guess. We have not yet unlocked the new contents. Alright, speeding through this. Just get back to where we were earlier. No, that's the elevator. And I still don't remember what this is. I'm not going to bother looking it up. We're just going to wait. Nice photos though. What do we have here? A certificate of that's a P in the middle. I can't read that. And do you just have multiple of these paintings around? Because I know I saw this one earlier. Yeah, imagine having a piano in your office. Would be nice, I suppose. Actually, it's not like we didn't. So in my last company, we actually did at one point have a digital piano in one of the small meeting rooms. Somebody brought it in. So I guess it's not super far-fetched, although a personal piano is another matter. Come on. Go back to where we were before. Do I actually want to go up and get on top of here? Oh, I didn't mean to. It was, I suppose that works too. Unfortunately, this is also a very narrator-heavy ending, so we're gonna be waiting here for a little bit. Or I could just manually restart, I guess. There's nothing tracking which endings we've gone through. I don't remember if there's anything interesting that happens here. But for all intents and purposes, we're stuck. Because there's no ladder that goes back out. This ending, I think, was actually a bug to be in the original game, and then they made it into an actual thing. Because otherwise, this is the experience that you'd get anyway. Just nothing. All you can do is look up and wonder why you got here. Well, if I were in this situation and somehow fell and survived, well, I mean... Oh yeah, no, this is the, right.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
Yes, the song does play.
Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful.
Should have been careful
Used to
indeed.
be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Very good. Good job, I guess. Well, that was an accident. I go through all that again. I'm actually going to look up the code because I won't have to wait around again. Stanley Parable code. Not that one. Okay. Apparently 1947 is a thing too. That's 2845 for the actual unlock. Although I'm just reading off the AI result for the search results. The AI summary rather. But it also says standard dialogue, which means I won't be able to see anything here. Man, this is annoying. Be surprised if that actually unlocks anything. Although at some point, if you do it enough, you do it wrong enough times, it'll just open it for you. Struggle. That's gonna be a lot easier with the mouse. Should eventually open here. 6969, Glenn, welcome in. I don't think that'll actually do anything. But maybe. Oh, it's too late to re-enter. Does this not open it immediately? Thought it did. There it is. But yeah, for anyone who's just coming in, we're playing the Stanley Parable, but without the narrator, which is certainly an experience. The narrator normally gives the game a lot of color and is a source of a lot of the game's humor, but I don't know. It's sometimes good to try out different things here. It is a little bit spooky, not just being by yourself with no one to guide you. The narrator is half the game? Well, exactly. Not having the narrator gives you an opportunity to reinterpret things, I guess. Okay. Like, for example, if you didn't know... Well, I mean, if you were... Okay, so for context here, I haven't played the game myself, but I have seen a lot of gameplay of this. So I do know what happens and where to go. But it's you know, it's interesting. And then we finally get to see what the spoiler is all about. No, especially when things are done by the narrator, but you don't actually get to see that with the narrator off. Things just happen. We were doing the confusion ending earlier, and you know, doors just open and close, seemingly out of nowhere. But if you had the narrator on, you'd know it was the narrator doing all that. Now, where are we going? On the facility power. Not power facility? Line control status offline. Console disabled. Also, for anyone's wondering, I am playing this on the Switch, so the controls are a little bit suboptimal. I can't get my my stickless controller working. System power. I guess we can turn it off. What does that say over there? Too bad I can't zoom in. Okay. Well, now it's off. Does that mean we're dead? Or not? Or maybe we are dead. And this is the light at the end of the tunnel. Can we go back out? I don't think so. Well, that is the sky, so I guess we did manage to escape. Unlike that that escape route from earlier. Can't jump, we can't climb. I suppose with the door as or the wall as heavy as that, it makes sense to move a little bit more slowly. Actually, I wonder what happens if you go through this backwards, because this is a transition out into a cutscene. Achievement unlocked, beat the game. We have actually died. Alright, I think this might be enough to unlock the new contents. By the way, if there's any endings that you want me to go through, let me know. Because there are a lot of endings here, and I don't think we're going to go through everything. No, we're absolutely not going to go through everything. Which chair is that? Get up here. Yeah, 432 doesn't have to have a computer, they just have a pencil sharpener. I guess not, because this is where that would actually go. Alright, we gotta play a few more. Hold on. 430. Where is 430? 425, 426, it would have been back here. 437, 430. No achievement yet. Actually, I don't remember what the requirements for that one are, or what that one is. Requirements are, yeah. You're not gonna be able to do that one without dialogue or walkthrough. Yeah, that's that is exactly what I mean. Because I know the narrator gets you to to go around a bunch of different doors. I realized I completely forgot one very important asset. Well, I guess we actually died. Well, while that's going, I'm going to pull in the new asset because we're going to need it later. Maybe. Actually, I don't know if we're going to get to that. Maybe we'll just avoid it for now. Oh, this looks different. We go directly to the two doors now. Haven't got to it yourself? Yeah, I think it depends on how much you decide to explore. So I think as long as once you get to the new content, it's pretty easy to get there. But I guess we need something else. Oh, did I miss the door? Did I not notice that it was already unlocked? Actually, no, wait, no, we didn't even get to the office. That might actually be loading before, yeah, I think it might be the next one. I'll jump down here. Danger everywhere. Oh, no kidding. Even walking is dangerous. No buckets past this point. Well, thankfully, we don't have any buckets around here. Not yet. I didn't pull out that asset. Okay. Try again. I mean, a little bit too on the nose, wouldn't it? And we're now in a place with a bunch of unfinished textures. Well, what's over there? How do you get there? How do you get up there? And now we can't get out. Can't jump. Can't wait until we can jump. Although I don't think jumping will let you get up this high either. So maybe you can't actually get past this. Come on, do something. I guess we can go there. Please rate your experience. Actually, what happens if you go on the other side? I don't think... Have we ever done that? Somebody's got to have done that. Can't press anything yet. And now you can. Well, it's unfinished. In the feedback area. Wall 128.128. Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. There's an unfinished ceiling tile there too. Ceiling light. Good old Neil is offline. In total, a bunch of these. 21.3 players skipped the intro sequence. Or just skip the intro sequence. Pixels, welcome in. So I can't say, well, I wanted to pop in and say happy Halloween. I hope you have fun. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you have fun too. Give me a shout out here. Shout outs. Pixels to paper. There you go. Okay, well, we give them feedback, and now what? Aha, it's the baby game. So, this is the game that I said that, that you need to play for 4 hours. We're not doing that today, but we will do it eventually, at some point. Hot fire here, and I actually have sounds for this. Hello. Well, I guess there's nothing we can do about that. But yeah, that game takes 4 hours to complete. And we're going to have at least a 4-hour stream for that one. I expect it to take maybe 6 hours actually. Because there is no way we're gonna be able to do that on the first run. Might even take 8 hours, who knows? And then we have how was this game? Fire or something? Was it Lookout? Whatever it was. Firewatch, that's what it was. Actually, I had not heard of the game until this game. There's different games from the HT remix. Yeah. Yeah, they did change it because I remember. I think the original one had Minecraft and something else. And then yeah, they changed it up for the Ultra Deluxe. Jonesy Lake. Minecraft and Portal. Yeah, Portal I guess makes sense. Consider if it was a Portal mod. Open world games are not my thing. I don't know what to do on them. Oh, there's a little gap here. Here out. And then we have Rocket League, which I do actually have in my Switch, and I've never opened it. I've played it a couple times though. One being a much more faithful imitation for reasons that may be obvious to you, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we just go places. Oh, there's a spammer that actually got through the filters. Very good. Aha, we have a ball. But no, funny you were saying about them changing domain names. I remember playing soccer when I was in elementary school. I think I was pretty okay as a goalie. Oh, another ball. Let's get this in the goal first. Yeah, Rocket League, for anyone who doesn't know, there's a bunch more. Rocket League, for anyone who doesn't know, is basically soccer with cars. Oops. And there's a bunch of other textures here. Work in progress. Filing cabinets. I guess we fell elsewhere. Yeah, this here is from the original mods. And it's funny because the for anyone who's played this game before, this section is where the narrator just abandons you. So it's kind of like we're playing the original game. And so in this case, because the narrator was never with us, it's more of just an exploration. And not an abandonment. I have no idea where we are, though. It's 2 doors? This is 2 doors. We can go back to our office. We got some lights here. "427, this is our office. Pretty decked out. Wouldn't be surprised if this one was less effective. Yeah. I mean, no harm in blocking the word anyway, but yeah, I do wonder if they're. I expect them to still be using the stream boot one. But yeah, thanks for blocking that one. Okay. Well, that was a trip. And then we died from carbon monoxide poisoning. With carbon monoxide, if you go down, so maybe it isn't carbon monoxide, maybe it's something else. You should be very careful about exploring underground spaces that don't get ventilated very often because you can actually die within a matter of minutes if there's certain gases in the air. I don't remember what those gases are though. Was it this one? I think it was this. Maybe it wasn't this one. It's not ready yet. I can't say. Can we see through this? I don't think so. How is it here? Either way, this is still closed. Oh, I can go back here. I'll just wait it out. This feels like a safety hazard. Like surely actual lifts would have rails. Well, considering that I had actually died earlier from falling. But then again, it means that you wouldn't be able to jump on that on a little corridor there. Otherwise. It is kind of weird that the doors are closing behind us automatically. It's not like I'm closing them. You know, we got a telephone. Well, it's not like I know who's calling. A bunch of cigarettes there. I don't know about any of you, but if I don't recognize the number, I just don't pick up. And then if it's actually important, they will either call again or leave a message. Go make dinner? Well, enjoy your dinner. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, now we're stuck here. Maybe I should have picked up. Did manage to get at least one more ending on my end? Ah, very good. I'm still waiting until we unlock the new content. Because that's where the real fun starts. Mostly the ability to jump. And 2 achievements, very good. I wonder what else we can get here. Beat the game, welcome back, quit the game, start again. Can't jump, no, seriously, disabled it. Commitment, play Stanley Parable for an entire duration of a Tuesday. This one actually, you just leave the game running for Tuesday. Although, you know, we could make a stream out of that. Technically, we've seen some new content, just not recognizably. Yeah, yes, that is true. But I do mean the one that's explicitly labeled new content. Speed run, complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes, 22 seconds, not including load times. It's kind of difficult to do. And obviously the super go outside can't do. Oh, I'm aware, yes. How much narration was in here? Oh. Okay, I thought it was going to be not in this one. I thought it was when you picked it up, but I guess not. Choice. Oh, and this means there's no narration in this video either. Okay. Oh, a transmogrifier. Sense. 2 + 4 equals fish. I'm sure that makes sense. Imagine seeing this and trying to figure out what it means. Practice. There's a little concern there. Blue screen. It is actually the proper blue, I think, for that. Curious. Eight. 4, 8, 9, 2, 1, 2. Playing Super Go Outside is broken. I went more than 20 years without playing Super Deluxe. And you in there. Infield exercise. Now I kind of want to do something with a blue screen of death. Color scheme of some sort. I don't know what though. I don't know if it should be some sort of overlay or asset or something. Things are looking a little bit broken here. And they actually do have rails now. Which means we can't do that. Can't even jump. Someone must have alerted OSHA or something. Was this always fenced off? I feel like it probably was. Another mysterious door opening. Caution, do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. I feel like... I wonder if you can take this both ways. So one was the immediate reading, do not lie and say falsehoods. But there is also lie as in lie down. Neither of which we're doing. Door's closing behind us again. Well, nothing to do but go back to our office, I guess. Or not. Let me out. Interesting that this one doesn't make a sound. The other one does. Oh. We'll come back. Actually, I don't remember what's going on here. This is new. Please speak clearly into the receiver. Except the game has no mic. Excellent. Mario, welcome in. Yeah, for anyone who's just coming in here, we're playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, but without the narrator. So it's an experience. While we're waiting though, because I think the original game has narration on this, and you can't really go past without that. Gotta remember to shout out my friends here. Mari here is a Tetris streamer, streaming a lot of classic Tetris. I need to get back into that at some point. Feels eerily empty, exactly. You have doors closing and opening just out of nowhere, and nobody's telling you what to do, and the office is just completely empty. It's just you. Step away to put water on the pot near the demo. Oh, is this the demo portion? Ah. I didn't realize that. But yeah, the narrator actually goes on and on about various things here, so we're actually just gonna have to wait a while. Oh, we can't do anything. We can try to jiggle this door as much as we can. It's not gonna do anything. Could be wrong, but it reminds me of the demo. Yeah, the textures kind of do, I guess, feel like it. Or I can pretend to do work on a computer, I guess. I should check out that keyboard layout. We're back in the two doors room. Somehow got transported here. Oh, we got more doors opening. And things are all sorts of broken. Okay. This might actually be an interesting cabinet design. Maybe. And things continue to be all sorts of broken. It's okay. I'm sure it is. Can we hop onto this one? I think we should be able to. Maybe. Those are the chairs? If we could jump, we could absolutely get up there. And I do wonder about that. So I can get on this chair. I can't get on these chairs? I mean, probably for good reason. There's some weird stuff happening here. Ooh. Well, I guess we're dead. Or not. Where's that window? Imagine being thrust into this situation. No narrator at all. It'd be kind of spooky. We can't go in there. Can we manage to clip our way into here? I don't think so. I can go in here. Just gotta wait until the next thing happens to us, I guess. And now we are above the room looking at ourselves. Maybe we did die. The end. Pro got replaced. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Developed by Crows. Written, designed by debut. Narrated by, well, no narration today. Well, that's it. Stream ends, I guess. I said that 3 times the stream already. You got 2 doors there. They are open. Go through one of them. Oh, we're not actually ending stream. We still got more to go. Nintendo of Europe. Oh yeah, because this is the Switch version. That's right. Yes, I guess Nintendo would have to have some involvement in this. Valve support team. Sorry, Leroy. Okay. Well, that was an ending. Fairly complete ending, I would say, because we did get the credits. And then we continue. Aha, here it is. That's what I was waiting for. I can't go in here. And once again, going to places where we have no idea what's ahead of us. And the thing's just randomly taking us places. You have to wonder what all this infrastructure is for in the office. 2013 Stanley Parable Game Factory. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe is what we're playing now. And injecting the game with more content. Smiley face. New content. All these papers here. Oh, I think there's a way to get in there. We go in here, you lock us in, and then nothing? Well, now we're slowly going up. I wonder if I can match the speed of the descent. It's out this way. Aha! A jump circle. We can finally jump. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to quit to menu. While in the jump circle. And then we're going to go ahead and jump back in. I'm going to go ahead and skip this ending. I don't think there's anything new there. But now we can jump. Very good. As I recall, this was actually a bug, but I think there's content that ends up exploiting this. You should be able to get to the... I shouldn't have gone here. I've been trying to get through this window for a long time. Because there is actually an ending here. But it is also narrator heavy, so I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Well, I mean, unless we can jump now. I can't remember if exiting from here takes away the jump ability, so I'm not... I think we're gonna have to just... Are you sick of this gag? Kinda, yes. Actually, I think if we wait a while, we get the narrator singing stuff. But also, the narrator is turned off, so we might not hear the singing. But yeah, you should be able to get here without without the jump ability. And we're gonna be waiting here for a while. It's like we actually died. That's our point of reference here. We can jump, but can't jump high enough. Well, anyway, while we wait for this thing, I don't remember if I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but actually, I'm gonna wait for the Twitch ads to finish before going further. Well, how much can we see here? I think this is the end here. There should be something. No, no, we don't see anything. This is very disorienting. This dialogue goes on for a while, I think. Or is it one of those where we just have to restart? Anyway, welcome back, Twitch. Yeah, I was going to say that I can't take credit for this idea of having the narrator off, because I think I found it on Reddit or something. And then I did see somebody with a playthrough of the narrator off, so I'm not the first one to do this either on YouTube. I might be the first VTuber to do it. So there is that. Okay, let me look this up because I don't remember if this will if we actually do have to get out of this manually or not. Stanley Parable White Room ending. It's not it. Out of bounds ending. Out of map ending? Yes, so this is the one ending. Continues a gag. I sit there forever. Super Stanley's had a mental crisis, cannot restart the game. Find using. Limerick is finished. The guitar tune will loop again. I think we might actually have to exit. Yeah, I think we might actually have to exit this one. I hope that we still keep our jump ability. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go through that again. I would like to continue jumping. Aha, very good. Okay. Let's not do that again. Are any of the computers here? Alright, we get to jump now. Okay. Where do we go where we can jump? Make use of our newfound ability. I would say a particular spot that may or may not be ready yet. Namely here, because this portion does exist. But I don't think there's anything here yet. Oops. It's a you died moment. There's gotta be other places where we can explore with the jump ability. Can't jump up there. Oh, fascinating. You're not meant to clip up here, that's why. That's very eerie. I got all burned up and stuff. I'm gonna avoid the new content for now. Or we could try the ending again, where we had the broken meeting room. Although I think Penrose tried it and didn't. I don't think she was able to do anything there. Yeah, Penrose, formerly of Idleport, now has been indie for quite a while. She's really into this game, and she had done a playthrough. Ah, yes, okay. We don't have to wait around anymore. Well, she had done a playthrough where she exploited the jump circle. And then explored a bunch of places. I don't remember too much about that, though, so... I don't know where all the good spots are. I think I did say I wanted to try jumping out here. Yeah, I think there is an area where they have basically acknowledged that this bug exists and has something for you to discover. But I think that might be in the new content. Jump! Aha! We actually bypassed this. Interesting. Although I guess you could have already. I guess you could have already if you had stayed in the corner or at the edge here. Okay, so now the question is, can we jump out? No, we can't. No, I think it would otherwise be too high. Okay. I don't think there's anything interesting here. So we're gonna begin again. And hope that doesn't get rid of our jump ability. Okay, good. I would like to keep this jump as long as possible. I see, this is weird. You aren't supposed to be here. I just jump out a window and then enter that. It's funny when you encounter bugs and explore all sorts of things. Okay, is it time to go into the new content? I think it might be. Can you jump past this? Nope. So as long as I don't enter the jump circle again, I should be fine. And we got left behind cart. I wonder if this is actually anything. Or we just got stuck somewhere. I don't think you're supposed. I mean, obviously you're not supposed to be here. You literally jumped off the cart. Yeah, there might not be anything in here. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart. And we can still jump. Very good. Playing around with our newfound jump ability, seeing where we go, where we can't go. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through this whole sequence again. Oh, that's wonder if there's anything over there. And then we enter the new content. I don't think there's anything down there. There's no point in trying. Oh, we can't get up there. Unfortunate. Can we? No, it's all blocked off. Alright, then we wait for the narration to end and then continue on. Because there's no skip button. Not yet. Interesting that I can't jump here. Did my jump ability get taken away? Because I went through here? We're gonna have to get that back. Oh, it did. Achievement unlocked, you can't jump. Well, that's unfortunate. I think we used all our jumps in the, Oh. Okay, I didn't realize we would end up using all that stuff. I wonder if there's a way to get that back. Well, I guess now we have to play the game normally. Yes, I think to get the jumps back, you have to reset. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Which I don't know. We may consider doing that. Not today, though. Well, I can jump and get on here. I mean, I think I might be able to get on here regardless. I can get on here. There's nothing here, though. And then now we got the narration. Actually, I wonder if I can jump without having any jumps left. As long as you're within the jump circle, maybe that'll just work. Very convincing. We got the vents. We go in the vents. This reminds me of a certain After Dark game where you're a toaster and you try to get the baby to its crib. I think at some point we'll probably play that. But I think I was having trouble running it to rewind it. So the time that I did want to play it, I couldn't. So I'd come up with something else. Man, it'd be nice to jump. We are outside. I wonder if we could have jumped out there. The Memory Zone. Stanley Parable 2013. When Stanley Parable was released. Zone, Sweet Zone. Don't forget. Stanley Parable Collector's Edition. Did they actually release a box? I know for this one they did release, or the Ultra Deluxe they did release a box. An audience award. And then, what does this say here? It's too small for me to read. $8.13. It's not quite that time. First kiss my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Trip down memory lane. $1. I wonder if this is playable. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Unachievable as possible to get this achievements. Which, spoiler, you actually can now, I think. Nominee. Los Fontaneros Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. I think that might actually be a real article. Don't read any reviews except for this one. How do you review a game like the Stanley Parable? Describe any one part of it as to risk its ruination. To detail what it has to say about game design and elusive choice and the psychology of a gamer is to tell you too much. Comparisons too are going to be woefully inadequate. Perhaps its closest cousin would be Dear Esther, but where Dear Esther wastes the form of interactive entertainment, Stanley Parable uses and then subverts it. Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives, and then succeeds, to be every game ever created. Even so, holding the game to the standards of any other title is simply not going to be correct. So, how do you review what has become known as the Stanley Parable HD, the full-scale reimagining of one of the most intriguing mods available online? How do you discuss it, analyze it, and recommend it? That's quite simple. You don't. 10 out of 10. I think this was an actual review. Classic Arcade 2015. We got original here. Person of the year, that is Stanley. Source SDK, move object, create levels, graphics, upgrade. Another review here. Stanley Parable feels alive in its responsiveness to your choices and its desires to subvert your expectations, keep you on your toes. A 9. Carpet textures. And there's a bicycle. With some of the spokes missing. If I could jump, we could actually go into here. But I wasted my jumps. No, we're not ready to go here yet then. We can't go out. Can't go out there. Guess we have to wait for some narration or something. We're locked in here until then. Man, I wish I could jump. I think I might actually, at some point off stream, reset, redo some of the achievements, and then make sure that I can actually jump and not waste all those jumps. And so, here's where one of the big differences is. Compared to the Steam version, because the Steam version I think says Steam. Here it says pressurized gas reviews. Funny how that is. Not recommended. Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. The individual paths themselves are also not very fun, not offering much to... Oh. Alright. Yeah, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, this is the Switch version. And so, I guess they want to avoid mentioning Steam directly. Pressurized gas is kind of funny. Can we go this way? Not recommended. While the idea for a game is good, it becomes very repetitive, boring, and fast despite all the alternative endings and game cameos. Appearances, this game is titled thought-provoking, but you will get the idea that it tries to... You get the idea it tries to communicate pretty fast and then just repeating the whole no choice in games thing over and over again. For somebody who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast as it is neither a revelation nor very interesting. And it's thought-provoking only in the first minutes. I don't know. They play without the narrator, and then things get interesting too. Although, in other ways, also not interesting. Reviews. Man, I wish I could jump. Not recommended. It's supposed to be a parable of something, but listening to the patronizing voice droning on and on just isn't fun. Constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I'll show you the skip button. Yes, it would be pretty nice to have a skip button. Especially when there is no narrator. Oh, that's quite concerning. This building comes out of nowhere. But I guess we don't have a choice. Let's go in. Only you can jump. Okay. Alright. Now we can still exit, apparently. But there's a void now. There's nothing here. And now it closes. Interesting that the trigger for it to close is over here and not over there. Okay, well, there's nothing else for us to do here, so we're just going to press the button. I wonder if there's any place where you can jump. Oh, there kind of is. We wouldn't be able to get up there. I'm going to press that again. I see no changes. Still can't get out. And now there's no door. The plant's still alive. Imagine blacking out every time you press the button. Okay, I'll press that again. Well, we may have done something. No, there's only one light left. I'll continue to skip. Oh, certainly something's happening here. Clock is no longer going. But the plant is dead. Somehow this still has power. Oh. Where is that coming from? We're on the right side somewhere. We do have stereo effects. We can hear where it's coming from. Here? It's getting a lot over here. Is that the clock? Regardless. Well, I made it stop. No, nothing else is happening. Just keep pushing the button. And who knows what's going on outside. Nothing here changes. Because our clock's gone. Plant's dead. And we're just all going crazy. Oh, something happened. I'm gonna go outside the room now. I think. Probably. What is this? Oh no, this was here before, right? Probably. Yeah, that was the wall. You can go out here, and then this is the back. Although, there's stuff in the way now. Lights. Been a while. Nothing to see there, though. Overexposed. And the plants have now taken over. Nature is starting to reclaim the space. There's a subreddit actually of nature reclaiming places. It's interesting to look at. Is it nighttime? I don't see anything. I am lost. Where am I? Too dark to see anything. This is the that is the ceiling. I think this is the button. I don't know if we should keep pressing this. What is that noise? And the button is broken. Maybe. We can try pressing it again. Oh, but now the one of the corners is all gone. I think we can press this again. Can't skip anymore. If only we could jump. Can you actually get up here? Probably could if you could jump. This used to be water, didn't it? Maybe you couldn't. There's Bloxy this way, then I guess not. Oh, it's like the Freedom ending, except not really. I guess we are free in a way. Okay. I think we'll probably call it there. I think the gimmick has probably what's the word I'm trying to say? I think we're probably good enough with the gimmick. There's a whole ton of new content though, so we're probably going to oh. New content. Now I think we might save that for next time. Although I do want to see if we can jump again. I don't think we will. I don't think we will be able to jump again. Because we've run out of jumps. Wasted all our jumps. And thankfully we don't have to wait. This puts us straight here. And takes us straight up. Very good. Although if this takes us directly to the new content, then I might call it early. Stanley Parable 2 Investor Showcase. The end is never the end again. 47. I think we might call this for next time. We will play this again. Although I think the next time we play this, we're probably going to be playing the baby game for 4 hours. Or more than 4 hours, because it's probably going to take more than that. But yeah. I might consider restarting this off stream so I can get jumps again. So I don't think even if you exit the game in the jump circle, if you don't have any jumps, you can't jump. So yeah, I might do that off stream. Okay. It was an interesting experience. Definitely, I think certain parts of the game I wouldn't say necessarily benefit, but it is interesting seeing how it could be reinterpreted without the narrator, or how things seem a little creepier without the narrator. But there are definitely stretches of the game where it's very narration heavy and you can't do anything, and makes you wish there was a skip button. Okay. Today is Friday. It brings us to the end of the week, so no more streams this week. Next week there will be a collab, so watch out for that. The details will be out for the when I put out schedule early next week. So do watch out for that. I'm only posting that on the Discord, but as well as on social media. If you're not already following there, or if you're not already on the Discord, I do consider doing that. What else do we have? I'm trying to remember. I haven't streamed in a week. I'm forgetting how to stream. Alright, I guess that's it then. My name is Penbu, and the programming, puzzle gaming, and music making VTuber on Linux. Today we play the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe without the narrator. It's the Nintendo Switch version. I would highly recommend playing this game with a narrator. But you know, having no narrator is an interesting experience. Those on Twitch are going to find something to raid. Those on YouTube, if the person I find is dual streaming, I'll also send you there manually. Yeah. But otherwise, we'll end it there. And yeah, thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed. I hope this wasn't too boring. And that is it. Thank you all, and have a good night. Bye. Fascinating. I was not expecting anyone to be playing the Stanley Parable, but it looks like there are people who are. So, interesting. So we're going to go ahead and pay a visit over to Aurora Leomaris, VT. Sorry, YouTube, she's not dual streaming, so we're going to end it there for you. So have a good night for those of you tuned in on YouTube. But over on Twitch, we're going to head over there. Here's a raid message. If you'd like to participate, you can go ahead and copy that and paste it in when we get there. Oh wait, not shout out. Raid, what am I doing? I got my commands straight. Okay, yeah, so there's the raid message if you'd like to participate. Go ahead and copy that and paste it in when we get there. Alright, enjoy. I think she's actually playing with the narrator, unlike me, probably. So, yeah, proper gameplay experience. Oh wait, good night y'all, bye. And she's ending, so we're gonna raid right now.